For nearly 2 decades, the case of Lizzie Mae haunted investigators in Dorchester County, South Carolina. The skeletal remains found by a hunter in 2003 told a grim story. A young black woman, brutally murdered and left in the woods, her identity erased by time and indifference. Despite forensic reconstruction efforts and nationwide database searches, the case grew colder with each passing year. The victim's face, reconstructed by anthropologists, was shared in police bulletins and dusty case files, but no one came forward. That all changed in 2021, when an unlikely digital detective, a TikTok user scrolling through her feed at 2 a.m., typed a comment that would unravel the mystery and expose a killer. The Dorchester County Sheriff's Office had joined TikTok in hopes of reaching younger audiences, posting cold case updates between viral dance trends and cooking videos. Their post about Lizzie Mae featured a haunting clay facial reconstruction, wide-set eyes, high cheekbones, and a slight overbite, with a simple caption. "Do you recognize this woman? Last seen alive circa 2003. The video initially garnered modest attention until Ashley May, a woman living 3 states away, paused mid-scroll. There was something unsettlingly familiar about that face. Her fingers flew across her phone screen. "That looks like my aunt who went missing in 2003. Her name was Daisy Mae." The comment, buried under thousands of others, might have been lost to the algorithm forever if not for one vigilant detective. Within hours of Ashley's comment, cold case investigator Lieutenant Jason Crosby spotted the lead. The similarities were uncanny. The nickname, May, the timeline, even the subtle asymmetry of the smile matched family photos of Daisy Tallman, a 28-year-old mother who had vanished after walking to a convenience store in 2003. Most chilling of all, Daisy had been dating a man with a history of domestic violence, whom she'd reportedly been planning to leave. Police had initially dismissed her disappearance, labeling her a runaway, despite her young son waiting at home. Now, 2 decades later, a social media comment forced them to confront that negligence. The DNA test results confirmed what Ashley already knew in her heart. The bones in the woods were Daisy's. But this revelation was just the beginning. Armed with a victim's identity, detectives reopened the case with fresh urgency. They tracked down Daisy's ex-boyfriend, who had since moved across the country and started a new family. Old witnesses, once too afraid to speak, came forward with accounts of his violent outbursts. Cell phone records placed him near the wooded area where Daisy's remains were found. In 2023, 20 years after her murder, an arrest was finally made. The suspect now awaits trial, while Daisy's family, who had spent years plastering missing posters to no avail, finally received the closure that began with a single TikTok notification. This case exposes the dual edges of digital sleuthing. On one hand, TikTok's vast reach connected a victim's face to the one person who could identify her across time and distance. On the other, it highlights how easily Daisy's case, and countless others like it, could have remained buried had it not gone viral. Since this breakthrough, over 50 law enforcement agencies have launched TikTok accounts to crowdsource cold case tips. Some cases have been solved by viewers recognizing jewelry or tattoos. Others, like Daisy's, by family members spotting loved ones in forensic reconstructions. Yet beneath these successes lies an uncomfortable truth. Daisy Tallman was a black woman whose disappearance was initially ignored by authorities, her case filed away as low priority. It took a perfect storm of viral attention and algorithmic luck to bring her justice, a privilege rarely extended to marginalized victims. Her story is both a triumph of modern technology and an indictment of systemic failures. That a mother's murder could be solved by a bedtime scroll, but not by decades of police work, speaks volumes about who society values and who it leaves behind. Today, Daisy's son, who was just 6 years old when his mother vanished, is raising his own children. They know their grandmother's name now, and how it finally came to light. On the anniversary of her identification, the family visits the stretch of woods where she was found. They leave flowers where there was once only silence, and TikTok notifications ping with comments from strangers who still share her story. In the end, justice arrived not with a knock on the door, but with a push notification, a reminder that sometimes the truth just needs the right eyes to see it.